So here's a song for the times. welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. Welcome here, all be alive and be of good cheer. I've got a pie that's baked complete, a pudding too so very sweet. I've got a pie that's baked complete, a pudding too so very sweet. Yes, it is short. At least that's the part that my mother knew. It's a Shaker piece. The Shakers were are a religious denomination in the United States. They're very fundamentalist. They're celibate. They believe in community and hard work. And they have wonderful music. You should look them up on the internet. I quite like short songs. Sometimes I just wander around the house just singing the same old song over and over. And if I'm living with anybody at the time, drives them crazy. But this is a perfect one for right now, this strange week that happens between Christmas and New Year. You just get over one bash when along comes another one. That goes like this. 1 month was my Jesus born in, on the last month of the year. 1 month was my Jesus born in, on the last month of the year. Oh, January, February, March, oh Lordy, April, May, and June. Oh, July, August, September, October, and November, on the 25th day of December, in the last month of the year. So tonight, I'm going to do happy songs, or at least 3 happy ones and 1 hopeful one. The first one is about loyalty and love. And what is a sign of loyalty and love? I suppose how long you've been married is a good one, so I decided to look that up on the web, and I discovered a couple in India who had just celebrated in 2018 their 100th wedding anniversary. He was 120 and she was 122. Apparently they actually have documents that make this official. I just hope they loved each other really well. So here's my happy love song called The Little Carpenter. I'll sing to you a new song lately been made about a little carpenter who courted a fair maid. He's courted her, he loved her as his life. Oft time he'd ask her, now won't you be my wife? Along come a rich man just the other day, gift me a handkerchief, or so the people say. Gift me a gold ring just to talk to him again. Oh, my little carpenter, what has become of him? Along come an old man, come from Noah's Ark. Long time rambling and a-going in the dark. I don't fancy you, old man, you look so gray and grim. Oh, my little carpenter, desolate town. Gold chain and finger rings, he throwed 'em on the ground. I could fancy you, young man, you look so neat and trim. But oh, my little carpenter, what would become of him? Along come my carpenter, he comes so neat and slow. All the money that he make, he bring to me to show. He works with his broad axe all day, he sits with me all night. Oh, my little carpenter, you are my heart's delight. Little carpenter. I've made songs for both of my sons' weddings. The one for Neil's wedding, I actually had laryngitis when the time came to sing it, so I couldn't sing it at all. I don't even know if he remembers it. And for my second son, I decided to just look and see what had happened on other days throughout history, because he and Carrie Harvey Piper got married on the 25th of March of 1994. So I began to look up things that had happened on that day throughout history. And that made a song called On This Very Day. Then I decided to put New Year's words to the same one, and so these are things that have happened on New Year's Day. On this very day, some folks go astray. Some get drunk and fall asleep. Some make vows they'll never keep. Some prefer to clown and turn things upside down. But a lot of history took place on this very day. On this very day. On this very day. The world has been a busy place. On this very day. In the year of 313, the Emperor Constantine permitted those who worship Christ to share this worldly paradise. Sylvester was the Pope, he kept the infant church afloat. So now it's called Sylvester Day, on this very day. On this very day. On this very day. The world has been a busy place. On this very day. Prokofiev first was seen in the pit at 17. Frank Sinatra on this day began to do it all his way. In 1923, we broadcast overseas, and overseas it's heard us on this very day. On this very day. On this very day. The world has been a busy place on this very day. In 1600, the British East India Company was chartered. History rarely mentions females for our attention. Of course, everyone knows what we did. We cooked and cleaned and cared for kids. When macho saints and sinners hold New Year's fetes and dinners, women work extra hard on this very day. On this very day. On this very day. The world has been a busy place. On this very day. In 1635, a window tax was imposed in England, causing many shopkeepers to brick up their windows to avoid the tax. I mean, talk about tax loopholes. They just bricked them up. There are many here for whom the brand new year opens on a different date, but we can all still celebrate each other's New Year's Eve. We can, I do believe, Make each day a hopeful one on this very day. Like this very day, like this very day. Make each day a hopeful one on this very day. Yes. So combining love and what's happened on this day, my last little bit of historic information for you is that in 2012, the Playboy king Hugh Hefner married glamour model Crystal Harris at the Playboy mansion in Los Angeles. There was a little bit of an age difference. He was 86 and she was 26. Love of something kept them both together. So, I've gotten kind of moving towards age. My brother Mike, when he was in his 60s, married his sweetheart Alexia Smith. I think she was in her 50s at the time. And Irene, my partner, and I wrote a song for them. It's called Autumn Wedding, and I'm dedicating it to two friends of mine in America. You know who you are. One is 80 and the other's 83, and they're getting married tomorrow. So this is a song I made with Irene for Mike's wedding, Mike and Alexia. Strike up the music, the fiddlers are waiting. Strike up the music, the dance is beginning. The dancers move round in a circle together. Love is preparing an autumn wedding. Two circles form and partners are changing. As they move round, two strangers are facing. They smile and touch hands and part without knowing that love is preparing an autumn wedding. Walking and talking and dancing together, no mention of love, no word of forever. Two birds on the wing, wheeling and turning, love is preparing an autumn wedding. A full life has taught him the price of tomorrow. A full life has taught her to lead as she follows. It's both of them seasoned yet supple and bending. Love is preparing an autumn wedding. Two rivers turn and flow into one. The ocean lies waiting, it gleams in the sun. Deep in the wood a wildflower blooms. Passion unfolds in the bright afternoon. It's never too late, it's never too early to sing and to dance, to love and make merry. The circle of life is wheeling and turning. Love is preparing an autumn wedding. Love is preparing an autumn wedding. There was a bit in the middle there where I went absent-minded. My mind often wanders when I'm singing, and that particular one, because I also fell in love in the afternoon of my life with Irene. So I'm finishing with a song that I made years ago. It's called How I Long for Peace. Of course, tonight in Scotland, it's normally anything but peaceful on this Hogmanay night. There's merriment, drinking, music, uh, dancing, toasts. Some toasts, there's marvelous toasts. Irene has one. Uh, Here's to my enemies' enemies. Ewan had one, Ewan McCall, my first life partner. Here's to me and my wife, our Bill and his wife, us four and no more. My favorite toast is a bit ruder than either of those. May the skin of your ass never cover a banjo. So tonight, friends, drink, make merry, but don't drive or hang legless over a hedge in the January frost. Here's How I Long for Peace. It's on my new CD, which comes out in February. Oh, how I long for peace among the peoples and the nations. How I long to halt the plunder of the wonders of creation. Oh, how I long for peace. I cannot understand how the sisters, wives, and mothers cannot stop the slaughter of the husbands, sons, and brothers. Oh, how I long for peace among the peoples and the nations. How I long to halt the plunder of the wonders of creation. Oh, how I long for peace. There never can be peace till men abandon fighting as the way to deal with problems that prevent us from uniting. Oh, how I long for peace among the peoples and the nations. How I long to halt the plunder of the wonders of creation. Oh, how I long for peace. The profits made from war, there's few that can resist them. Hypocrisy and greed control the lifeblood of our system. Oh, how I long for peace among the peoples and the nations. How I long to halt the plunder of the wonders of creation. Oh, how I long for peace. The earth can wait no longer for political permission. Sit down, disrupt, do anything to make the whole world listen. Oh, how I long for peace among the peoples and the nations. How I long to halt the plunder of the wonders of creation. Oh, how I long for peace. Enjoy nature. Do something every day to help nature survive. Walk, talk, do something every day to help yourself survive. Be peaceful. Spread optimism and kindness. And I'll see you next year. Good night.